What if the afterlife isn't what we've been told? What if the light at the end of the tunnel is a trap? Across time and cultures, stories have emerged of souls being recycled, manipulated, or imprisoned, forced to return to Earth over and over again. Some believe this system is artificial, controlled, engineered to harvest energy from our suffering. Tonight on Bizarreverse, we're diving deep into one of the most controversial and disturbing theories of all: the soul trap. What happens when we die, and more importantly, how do we escape? The Gnostics believed that the physical world was a prison, created by a false god, the demiurge, who trapped divine souls in material bodies. According to Gnostic texts like the Apocryphon of John, this false creator set up a system of control, ruled by archons, non-physical entities that deceive and manipulate souls. The goal? To keep souls looping in the cycle of birth and death. This wasn't reincarnation for growth. It was reincarnation as entrapment. The Gnostics believed that gnosis, direct inner knowledge, was the only way out, and they were systematically wiped out by the early church. But their teachings survived, hidden, scattered, and rediscovered centuries later by mystics, occultists, and truth seekers. David Icke, Wes Penra, and other researchers have linked the moon and Saturn to the soul trap system. It claims the moon acts as a signal amplifier, broadcasting a false reality matrix to Earth. Saturn, with its massive rings, may serve as a kind of cosmic generator, maintaining this energetic cage. Esoteric traditions have long associated Saturn with time, limitation, and control, and some myths, Saturn is Kronos, the god who devours his own children. Radio waves from Saturn have been picked up by NASA, creating eerie, harmonic tones that some believe are artificial. In this theory, souls are drawn toward the moon upon death, where their memories are wiped before being sent back into a new body. The phrase "go into the light" is reinterpreted as a warning, not advice. Ingo Swann, a remote viewing pioneer, reportedly encountered entities during deep sessions that hinted at off-world soul manipulation. He described structures on the moon and the sensation of being watched by intelligences that were not human. Others, like Robert Monroe, founder of the Monroe Institute, and Thomas Campbell, described layers of non-physical realms, some benevolent, others controlling. One remote viewer allegedly described Earth's astral layer as like a heavily trafficked airspace, monitored by something that doesn't want us leaving. Some NDE, near-death experience, accounts also contradict the typical peaceful light narrative. They describe cold beings, forced reincarnation, or being shown their next life as a requirement. Thousands of people report being told the same phrase: "You have to go back. It's not your time." But who decides that? And why? In the Tibetan Book of the Dead, souls are advised to recognize the illusions of the intermediate state. The Bardo.it warns that terrifying visions and deceptive lights may appear, and that following the wrong one can lead to another cycle of rebirth. The Egyptian Book of the Dead includes spells and instructions for avoiding judgment and trickery by gods and entities, and both traditions, knowledge, conscious awareness, is the only defense. Ancient Vedic texts also speak of illusions after death, Maya, that test the soul's purity and awareness. It's as if these ancient cultures knew death is not an escape, it's a test. Robert Monroe introduced the concept of lush, a form of energetic nourishment generated by human emotional experiences, especially fear, pain, and suffering. In this view, the soul trap system exists not just for control, but for harvesting lush from sentient beings. Wars, trauma, societal collapse, all increase lush production. Even our entertainment, horror, violence, drama, may be tuned to keep lush levels high. If our suffering feeds another intelligence, then our pain is profitable. Are we energetic livestock? Gnostic texts describe archons as inorganic beings who feed on human emotion and ignorance. In modern language, they could be interpreted as astral parasites or fourth-dimensional entities. Carlos Castaneda, in his work with the Yaqui shaman Don Juan, described flyers, dark entities that feed on human awareness. Modern-day shamans and psychonauts report encountering shadow entities during ayahuasca and DMT journeys. Beings who mimic, deceive, or attempt to attach themselves. Some traditions speak of shadow beings, energy leeches, or thought forms that attach to weakened souls. Could these be the same beings, across time and culture, described in different ways? Death. The soul leaves the body. Tunnel of light. An artificial structure appears, bright, comforting, familiar, deceptive beings. Entities appear as loved ones or spiritual figures. Life review. A judgment process occurs, often invoking shame or guilt. Rebirth decision. The soul chooses to reincarnate, thinking it's their free will. Memory wipe. Conscious memory is erased before re-entry. Each step mimics religious or cultural expectations, tailored to the soul's beliefs. It's a trap designed to look like salvation. Some claim the life review is manipulated, a curated slideshow meant to induce guilt and compliance. Others believe the entire process is programmed and that souls who resist are labeled non-compliant and targeted in future lives. What if not all humans are fully sovereign souls? Some theories suggest that background characters, or NPCs, exist in this reality to influence or distract awakened souls. Others propose that we sign soul contracts before birth, but under duress or with incomplete understanding. New Age beliefs often promote the idea of pre-birth planning, but critics say this could be part of the deception. Are karma and destiny natural laws, or part of the programming? Is the idea of learning through suffering a universal truth or a justification for exploitation? Accounts from lucid dreamers, astral projectors, and NDE survivors offer clues. Some report resisting the tunnel, demanding full awareness, or calling out to higher consciousness. Others claim to have bypassed the light entirely, escaping into vast, unfamiliar realms beyond Earth's energy field. Some souls report choosing to remain in liminal space, avoiding reincarnation altogether. Meditation, mantra, breathwork, and intention are said to increase exit lucidity. One recurring theme: you must question everything, especially the things that feel most comforting. It's not about dying. It's about dying aware. Theory 1. The soul trap is real, engineered by non-human entities to harvest energy. Theory 2. It's an astral deception, an optional path disguised as the only one. Theory 3. The tunnel of light is benign, but hijacked in some cases by malicious forces. Theory 4. There is no trap, but our collective belief creates one. Theory 5. Escaping requires lucidity, intention, and total non-attachment. Theory 6. We are volunteers in a simulation, and forgetting is part of the game. Theory 7. Awareness is the only key. Everything else is illusion. Theory 8. There is no enemy, only a challenge. Theory 9. The soul trap isn't just external. It's also within our conditioned minds. We're told to follow the light. But what if the light is the illusion? Maybe the only way out is in. Thanks for watching Bizarreverse. Subscribe for more deep dives into forbidden knowledge, and remember, if you've ever felt like you didn't belong here, maybe you didn't.